weekly Thursday night RPG session. We are back playing. Oh, okay.
Celtic Green.
Yes. No, I have to fix the little. Okay. I don't know why
Oh, you
this.
gotta fix a thing?
Yeah, we're good. No. All right. So we're playing Delta. I don't know why it added letters, but Delta Green. We are playing the whatever installment of this adventure that has taken a little bit of time. Oh, whoops.
We also had to, just life.
Yes. Hold on one second, guys. Everything is going wrong as normal. All right. So we are playing Delta Green, and I just realized that I can't have that and that at the same time. All right. So I apologize in the stream, guys. You're seeing some technical difficulties of mine. You're seeing stuff that's actually not part of what we're doing. All right. There we go. So now,
Really?
yes. So there's a couple of other websites because I did open up Pokemon cards and other stuff. So there's just some random stuff. All right. That solves that problem.
Oh, you're trying to make that money.
That's right. Okay. Did someone just try to use an animated emoji? All right, I don't know what's happening. I'm getting alerts. Things are happening. All right, so we're playing Delta Green. For folks who don't know, this is a uh, best way to put it. It's a Cthulhu-based horror game.
Everything goes wrong.
Cool. Everything goes wrong.
But
It's
yeah,
the
very Lovecraftian.
it's very Lovecraftian horror game. So we are going to continue on our wonderful adventure into this world. We will probably do a massive recap that is for both your benefit and ours, because it has been.
No idea what's going on.
I was gonna say it's been a little bit of a minute since we played this, and we'll probably need a little bit of a reminder. I know that I am playing a jewel thief who's British by the name of Roberts. Wait, is that
You're
my?
sometimes British.
Sure.
It really depends on how hard you're trying with the accent.
Well, yeah, we're using Doctor Who rules here. So the fact is that you show up with the TARDIS and you sound like whatever the local people sound like, even though you sound British and everyone else sounds British. It's kind of that idea. Only I'm going to sound American, but I'm really speaking British. Because I can't. Because we usually play this later on at night. I'm going to be quite honest. This is why we need money, and I need to do this on a more full time basis, and then I can act better. I promise. But because I have a job and other things that happen to me, I don't have the energy all the time to be a quirky, funny British man.
Hey, people, you heard him. The way you get better acting, the way you get him to care is by feeding him money.
Somewhat true. No, there is an energy level that comes with the ability to do this as a more full time premise when you're trying to do it after a long day of thought and work. Anyway, so that being said, I've talked for long enough, and hopefully made the beginning of this funny. So yeah, we're gonna do a little bit of a recap as our two friends that are always with us and playing, Zach and Sean. This is Zach's
Hey,
adventure. So Zach is going to be taking us through what has happened so far. So previously on Delta Green. All right, take it away, Zach.
you're introduced yet? Okay.
I said
Anyway,
I'm
so
I'm confused.
I wasn't sure if he had been introduced yet.
If I've been introduced?
I said Zach
Yeah,
and Sean, who
that's
are
why I
always
said
with
hi,
us.
No introduction.
What?
Well, no.
John. Oh, wow.
I said Zach and Sean, who are always with me. This is Zach's adventure.
Okay, well, I missed his name and my name in that sentence, apparently.
Apparently you did.
I don't know what's happening.
All right, so here we go.
Previously on Delta Green,
Uh,
brought to you by Zach. Zach, the guy that you always hear on these streams on Thursdays, and Sean, who's very much listening to try to figure out what's going on. There, is that a better
all right,
introduction?
so it's 1995. You two are working for Delta Green, which is an illegal government conspiracy, which means that it has been It is technically part of the government because members of the government are part of it. Otherwise, it is super illegal. Your job is to not save the world, it's just one more day. And you two are kind of just been roped up into things because you're not government agents, but you witnessed some weird shit and it was either that or probably kill you. So, it is the year 1995. You two are looking for Alice Wright. Alice Wright is a painter who lived in the McAllister Building, an artist retreat in the middle of New York City. And then she disappeared. Some weird shit was happening. You got called in. And in the course of your adventure, you found out some weird shit happens at night at this place.
Of the,
It grows floors.
of the trans-dimensional variety.
Yeah, it grows floors. And that's not good.
It's not good. It's not good
also,
when a
there-
building grows floors. That's true.
There is a play that has pages throughout the building, it seems, that narrates events that have happened, will happen, or are happening at that moment. Occasionally, with voice. As Sean's character, are you Robert or Taylor?
I'm Robert.
I think Taylor's mine.
Yes, that's right. Sorry, your real name, Bob Weathers, got me confused because I thought you wrote down Robert on the little thingamajig.
Nope.
Yep. Anyway,
I'm Robert.
yep.
Okay.
So Sean's character has been having a fun time with inanimate objects,
I completely lost my mind.
except you haven't.
I'm one.
That's the disturbing part.
I'm one away from breaking.
You know what it's like to feel like you're going crazy, but you haven't yet. Meanwhile, John's character is just generally incredibly confused about everything.
That's sort of true. Well, not completely true because I have occultism, but I have a cult, so I think I understand some of what's going on, or that there can be things going on. I don't know. I don't know how this game works yet.
Yeah, that's about right.
It's
But
No one knows how this game works.
what happened?
I understand, like, no one knows how this game works.
I thought taking a cult would let me understand the monsters. Apparently, it doesn't. It just makes you, and it doesn't help you from going insane, which I have yet to figure out why those things are not correlated. But that's fine.
anyway, you. So yeah, you think Sean is going crazy because he keeps saying crazy things. Except now the crazy things are starting to make sense.
Sure.
Especially since he went up to the fourth floor of a third floor, three-story building.
Right.
There, you interacted with a couple of the residents of the building,
Right.
including a 1930s gangster who thought he recognized Sean's character until he was disabused of that notion.
Right.
Whose name is Mark Rourke.
Oh, sorry, guys.
You decide not to explore, ran the hell out of the building as soon as you could, looked back, saw that there was only 3 stories,
Correct. I remember this.
and you decided to take a different approach to this because you heard from Mark and I think Thomas Manuel, the artist in the building, that that Alice is on the 6th floor with her new boyfriend, the encyclopedia salesman.
Which I'm pretty sure is.
And
indeed.
rather than dealing with all this bullshit, you guys have just apparently decided to knock entire everybody up.
No,
Hey,
I was gonna say I decided to interrogate people by hurting them.
Yes, so right now you have Thomas Manuel tied up and knocked out in the basement along with his paintings.
Correct.
There is Roger Caron, who, if I remember correctly, you have already knocked out because he wasn't able to give you information.
It's pretty much my general MO. Yes, I've been knocking people out. It's good. It's like the assassin. It's like the Hitman games. You have to knock people out so they can't yell for the authorities or find you. Make sure they're all gone.
Which leaves one other person on the second floor and then one person on the third floor.
Oh,
The
beautiful.
person on the second floor is Lewis Post. The person on the third floor is Michelle Van Vince.
I don't remember what Sean's character's reaction to all of this was, or if he would like to react in some way to me punching people out. I don't even know.
I mean, I feel like wasn't like the last thing you told some guy there was a gas leak, and then he somehow knew I was in the apartment.
You saw the door open, walked in,
The door was
and like heard
closed.
noise.
The door.
Well, then that was a miscommunication on multiple people's part,
Well, anyway.
and it
Stuck
made the
his head
story
in, I know
better.
your whole plan about telling her there was a gas leak to get him out of the building to search his apartment, and then so he ran back up, and then you knocked him out, and I think that's where we ended.
I think
Guy
that's.
came running behind him.
I believe that is also correct. Yes, I used the door to knock him out. I remember that.
And
I-
I was just like, gas leak, huh? Like, I think at this point I don't give a shit anymore.
Very true. There's a lot of truth statement to that.
My character's just like, well, this is my life.
Did we search
Yeah.
his apartment? Because I don't remember that part.
Yes,
You were in the process of doing it?
we're about to.
Got it. Okay. All right. So what do we got to roll? I'm gonna search. I guess so.
Okay.
I got to roll some stuff now. Oh, and I got to hold on.
So let's see. For
Oh wait, no character notes is not working.
you,
What do I need?
yeah, this guy Roger Caron is very much. He's a man who you can tell wants to be neat, but fails spectacularly at it.
Okay.
Like there are definitely there's a method to the mess,
So he's
but there are clothes lying around. There is like food stuff about it.
So he's a messy guy that does piles. He's that kind of guy that has like piles of shit all over the place, but he knows what's in the piles, so he can find stuff.
Yep.
Okay, cool. Sorry,
Yeah.
I was trying to be very succinct in how I wanted to just know what it was. All right, so cool.
Yes.
I'm gonna use. Well, I guess so. I would just use general. Is there? What was it? Search, right? I just got to roll search.
Yeah, this would be search. I'll give you a +10 because you have some time.
Okay.
And yeah, knock the guy out.
That's why I do it. That's why. All right, +10. I probably failed.
How do you only have a 22?
Yep.
Nope, not gonna ask. So you crit failed. I mean,
Because
I'm not sure how you crit fail this.
Cool.
You wanna know what? No, I'm not even sure how you would crit fail this. You just don't find anything this time. That's literally how you crit fail. You don't find anything.
Great.
You find underwear with holes in it. They're stained yellow.
Wonderful.
There you go.
Okay. Well, because don't
You
forget,
put your little check mark next to the search.
don't forget, I am a thief. So I am not. I'm a jewel thief, so I plan robberies. I don't. I know where I'm going. Like, I don't have to search for things. Just to kind of put that in perspective as to why my search is not that good. because it's a pre-planned robbery.
I guess since my partner went through the trouble of knocking this guy out, I guess I'll do a search too. That's alright.
That's it.
Sure.
Good gaming. That was good gaming the system. Player 1 failed. Player
Well,
2.
that's a critical success.
Oh, look at that. Look at that. At least somebody succeeded. All right.
It'll be the only success for me tonight.
It almost makes me want to throw my laptop into a wall and just be like, how you can crit fail and crit succeed at the same time. I don't know, Bob. How can you?
That's fine. So he's gonna show me. He's gonna show me up by finding something. So what is Sean's character find?
Roger is a author, and he does have a word processor in his apartment, and you are examining around here, and there are a stack of papers, and you can tell this is an attempt at writing a play, very
Okay.
similar to the one that you have been finding. But the paper's off, the typeset is off. It's obviously not the same machine. Also, somehow you can tell the quality of the writing is subpar compared to the real thing.
So at the very least, this guy is also aware of the weird play shit. He's just trying to write fan fiction for it.
You think, as you look through this, it's almost like he's trying to become the author that he knows wrote this. Like, he knows someone wrote this, and it. Yes, he's essentially writing fan fiction. That's the way I can put it. He's aping someone who's better than him.
Interesting. And very interesting.
Hmm.
I mean, if I read through like a quick passage or whatever, like, does it seem like he's trying to write a scene in this apartment building?
Not in this apartment specifically. Like in the building overall.
Meaning the setting of his play is in a building? Is that what you're trying to say?
Yes, it is the same building. It's like, again, he's aping the mannerisms
Copying it.
and the writing style of the play, but he's doing it better.
So, yeah, I mean, I'll tell
Robert.
Tell him it's like, yeah, he's been he's been writing the play, but I don't think he's the one of the papers I found earlier.
Uh-huh. I don't really have much of a response to this because I don't know what's going on. So.
Well, seems like he was at least aware of it. The other guy we tied up in the basement, it wasn't nighttime. He had no clue what was going on here.
So what you're saying is that he's more connected to this than the other people.
Wow, maybe.
All right, I'm gonna go tie him up.
What time of day is it?
It is. The sun's getting a little bit high, so do you have a watch on you?
I would say that I would probably.
When you enter the building, not too it doesn't feel like a long time ago, but it says you've been here about 2 hours.
Mm-hmm. So meaning the watch says we've been here 2 hours,
Yeah,
and to us it feels like what has been the passage of time.
it doesn't feel nearly that long, but again, you had a very active day so far.
Okay.
So, is there like an actual time, or we're just getting this vague time has passed sense?
Well, your watch says it's. Well, let's see. It's about noon now. You got in there around 10 o'clock.
Because I feel like we've pretty much come to the conclusion that whatever weird shit happens
At nighttime. Yeah, I think we can safely say that. I think the two of us would have deduced that
Right.
by what is going on and by the shenanigans. So,
All right, so you tie this guy up, no problem. What do you wish to do next?
Well, what is his Taylor? Right?
Yeah.
Is his name? I just say to Taylor, well, I think I'm gonna be. So let me just refresh my memory. We have the Slav's apartment. I tied him up. There's the artist guy who had the sound system in his apartment. He's tied up in the basement.
Mm-hmm.
Now the sound system guy, he has like a normal apartment, right?
It was, if I remember correctly, other than the sound system, it was like almost
Like
empty, wasn't it? Or like there was like very sparse.
Mm-hmm.
but it's like not dirty or like disgusting
Right.
or.
Right.
Okay, cool. So I'm gonna tell Sean's character that I'm gonna stay there because I want to see what happens when it gets later in this place, and I'm gonna leave everybody tied up because I want to see what happens. It's an experiment.
I'm a scientist. I like experiments.
Well, there you go, good chap. And I just tell him that I'm gonna stay there. You're welcome to kind of do this, like, you know, we could do this kind of faux stakeout, if you will, to see what the players
Yeah.
are doing.
I think that's the best bet, though. If I remember, didn't the night before, when I was like in the missing girl's apartment, like a piece of paper caught my eye, and I started reading something that was happening in real time.
Mm-hmm.
So would we want to?
I don't fully believe
up
you
there.
that that's real yet. I'm just gonna let you know that now, right? Because
That's fine.
I'm pretty sure if I remember, and this is me asking a clarification because I think the way that I played this, I was like, I kind of was more like a, hey, lipshit, like yeah, sure, sweet boy, yes, just like trying to like play it off as like, sure, that's really happening, and then like,
Well, there was that one time he tried playing a tape that supposedly had a voice that was narrating a page,
right.
and then it didn't happen.
Right, so I don't think I'm convinced that you're telling the truth yet. In that regard, with that particular piece of the puzzle, I myself do think there is some weird things going on because I found like the devil, I found the demon symbol and the paper, and some of those other things. So like, I definitely agree that there is something not, you know, I'm thinking more occult, like demon-ish goings on, and I know for my character, I'm thinking that the encyclopedia salesman is pretty much a demon,
Mm-hmm.
or I'm more of a firm belief that he could be.
Right. Okay.
But so that's like me. I have and to be fair, I haven't shared any of that with you.
Right.
So.
I mean, I think at this point in my character, I'm just borderline obsessed with this weird future telling play.
That's fine. So my plan is
I
to
guess.
stay. I want to stay in the guy's apartment because I think the artist guy who had recording equipment and couldn't really talk to us correctly. I still think there's something more to him, and I'm curious to see what happens.
All right. So how about? I mean, his apartment's right across the hall from the missing girl's apartment.
Sure.
So I guess you go in there, and then I'll spend the time just again perusing papers and see if I can find any more information. Give a shout if something happens.
Sounds good, my old chap.
Okay.
Maybe
Oh.
avoid tying up random tenants again. Huh?
One can
At
only
least
hope.
until we get to the extra dimensional smoking lounge.
But let's see if someone comes to find the occupants of the extra dimensional smoking lounge.
So that chat between you and making this plan took probably about 5 minutes.
Correct.
As Robert is walking out the door, Taylor, you look at your watch. 3 hours have passed.
Since I last looked at my watch.
Yeah, about what should be about 10 minutes ago.
Well, shit.
And you look to towards the window, and yeah, the sun is definitely lower now.
Is Robert still within earshot?
Oh yeah.
Hey, Robert, you got the time? I think my watch is busted.
I'm gonna look down at my watch.
Sure, it's 4 o'clock now.
I think you better hunker down quicker than we thought. I think we're getting to nighttime real quick. Hence the plan of staying. And you laughed at me for tying people up.
I didn't laugh, I just judged you.
Well, you're gonna be
It's
thanking.
different.
You're gonna be thanking me in a minute when there's nobody left to attack us. Because it's nighttime.
Except for the 2 other tenants in the building.
That's fine. They can come and find their friends. I plan on beating them up and tying them up as well. I'm of one mind.
You have a 1-track mind there?
That's true. I'm also, I don't know if you guys remember, I'm a jewel thief. I tie.
Yeah, no, that's
Like
fine.
exactly high moral standing.
No, but I also like tie up security guards and people so they can't come and find me while I'm stealing whatever I gotta steal. But anyway.
Alright, I mean, we still got a couple hours till, or at least a couple of minutes till nighttime at this point.
I have a funny feeling if you play a quick game of solitaire, we'll be right there. So how long?
Yeah, the sun's definitely lower than the last time you looked at it. Like, visibly lower.
I was
Both
gonna,
of you get to roll sand checks, by the way, because you realize that time is distorting around you.
I was gonna ask, like, with this conversation of us just joking around, is it already evening? By the way, the sun is going.
Were you actually rolling sandy check?
Yeah, after you roll sandy.
Well, I failed.
Surprise,
Only
surprise.
one.
Oh, hold on.
Lose one.
I'm only taking 1 away from you.
How
Okay.
generous.
Sanity, my favorite thing in this game. All right, and no modifier, right? We're just straight sanity roll. Okay, wait. Yeah, I failed. Okay, so that puts me at 48.
Ah, that's a breaking point, isn't it?
I'm pretty sure I remember that number being that. Yeah,
Cool. Don't worry about it for right now.
great. So happy.
You feel fine. You feel good.
Oh, God.
You're like a dog from the comics and the house is on fire. This is fine.
This is fine. Oh, God.
Do you know that he actually made a sequel to that one?
To that few panel comic strip.
Yeah,
Great.
because people kept using it so often. He realized, he's like, the dog goes, "Wait, this is not fine." Oh no! As his face melts.
Oh, great. That's really nice and uplifting. I'm glad that exists. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Oh, boy.
But you get to calculate your new breaking point. So it's whatever your old breaking point is minus your sanity.
Wait, say all of that again?
Well,
Oh, does it update automatically? Let me double check. Dun, 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 dun.
Yes,
Eric,
it
Eric.
does. Because my new
Yeah,
breaking
don't
point.
worry about that.
Well, is it? Well, no, maybe it doesn't. Wait, hold on. If I lock that in, so my breaking point maximum is 40. So is that the breaking point? Is it 40.48?
Oh yeah, it should be.
I'm so
Well, hold
confused.
on. Technically, your power is. Why is it going by eights? Doesn't make sense. Uh, yeah, no, your breaking point now should be 36
Okay.
because it's whatever. So your first breaking point is your maximum sanity,
Mm-hmm.
which is your power times 5 minus whatever your power is. So it's implements. So you have 5 breaking points.
Okay.
You've hit your first one, so your next one should be 48 minus 12, which is 36.
Well, my POW is 12.
Yeah. So it should be 36. I'm not sure why it's F.
Can I go in there and just change it? No.
Yeah, if you can, go ahead.
No, I can't.
Oh. Oh, we'll remember for next time.
Okay.
Anyway.
Sure.
Yeah, fine. That's fine. You're almost expecting it, but it's still disturbing to see.
All right. I believe you. So I'm going like, so I guess, all right. So this is me looking at my watch or realizing that the sun, this was just me realizing the events that have happened.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So that's how the sun's supposed to work?
Sure.
Got it. I think we should hunker down faster than we were probably anticipating.
Maybe a good idea.
So yeah. So I was gonna say I don't think you'll have to. I'm sure you'll be screaming in about 2 seconds, since that's gonna equal about 10 hours from when we talked. All right, so I guess we're going to our respective. Oops, sorry guys. I guess we're
Sorry,
going.
you saying sorry to us?
No, this stream because I just changed the window by accident. I don't know why I did that. Is this in 2 different windows? Oh, I'm so confused. All right, sorry. Yeah, so I guess we're going into the other rooms, right? So we're both going into our respective
Mm-hmm.
apartments.
I think I'm actually with this weird time shit. I'm going to go into with you and.
Oh, okay. So
auto guide
we're
room.
gonna stay in auto. Okay. Cool.
Well, time travel now. Extra dimensions was fine, but now we're into time travel. And that freaks me out.
Okay.
So
So
probably shouldn't separate.
So correction, we are in the same apartment.
Yes. You're on the first floor, across from Alice's apartment.
Okay.
In Thomas Manuel's apartment.
Can I have a question? The listening, the equipment that we might be thinking was being used to spy on people.
Mm-hmm.
Is the wire and that equipment still working? Like, did anything get moved or altered since the last time we were in there or checking it out?
I mean, you took the tape recorder with you, but
I mean, I probably still have it on me.
yeah, that's just across the hall.
Oh, the tape recorder's across the hall.
Yeah, because you took it with
Okay.
the here and here.
Because I was gonna suggest that we actually use it to try to surveillance the other apartment.
I mean, yeah, maybe we'll try, see if we can get it to work.
All right.
Okay. as you set up the equipment, the shadows from the sun setting slants into the.
Perfectly normal.
Exactly, they're gonna say like start dealing with like shadow people. Like
No, that'd be ghost.
the shadows are attacking them.
No, we're not doing Doctor.
Oh,
Those
yeah,
would
that
be.
was a thing, Doctor Who.
I was gonna say that would be Cybermen. Last
No,
time.
there was a whole episode of the library in the shadows. They're eating people.
The first one with River Song, I think.
Well, they were.
Yes, that was the first ever song.
They weren't shadows eating people. They were micro parasites that did a really good job of eating people. That became creepy skeleton astronaut people.
Yeah. Yeah, but they only lived in shadows. That's why I remember them in shadow.
I guess yes, they did only live in shadows to begin with.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. I am going to get a quick drink of water. I'll be right back as shadows fall. You two can either RP or bullshit each other.
We can
Your
what?
choice.
RP.
Roleplay?
Right, but,
RP? Roleplay?
right, but what was the other choice?
Or bullshit with each other.
Oh. Isn't those? I feel like those are mutually exclusive of the same thing.
I mean, I guess it depends how serious you take your RP.
I was gonna. So that sun out there. What are your thoughts, my good man?
My thoughts are I wish I never got picked up by this batshit insane thing, whatever you want to call it, company? Organization?
What was that day like for you?
I try to forget.
But none of us can truly forget. That stuff stays with you. Blackens your heart.
I don't know that I haven't had a decent night's sleep in probably since it happened.
So you take to the. I don't know why I'm about to become a pirate. I. So you take to the whiskey, my good man. There we go.
Or just throw myself into my work. You know, I'm gonna be awake, may as well be useful.
And what kind of work do you do?
Work in a lab, pharmaceuticals, that kind of stuff.
Bet they could take the edge off in a pinch.
You don't even know the half of it. Fortunately, I don't have my stash on me.
I bet it would have came in real handy right now.
That certainly would make this inevitable end easier. I'm bad feeling about this.
I would say this is not the most comfortable situation to find oneself in. Usually, my line of work, there's a lot more planning before jumping head first, but I tried the thinking route. We weren't getting too many answers. I think this jumping into danger, something I'm quite used to.
What kind of line of work are you in?
I'm a consultant of sorts.
Right.
Yeah. I do like that very disbelieving. Right.
Consultant of sorts that just runs around tying people up
Well,
in a manner that tells me you're very used to doing that.
well, there's lots of ways to motivate people to listen.
Huh?
All right. So, you realize subconsciously that one of you has turned on the lights as it has gotten darker and darker in this room,
Okay.
and the sun is fully down.
Oh, good. I'm super happy about that. I like the dark.
So here's a question for both of you. What is your objective here, overall?
What is my objective? My objective was to kind of do a stakeout to see if anyone comes to or gets these people, or if there's additional, like, because again, we're talking about a building, right? That has a building that has seemingly other floors with tenants that live on it, and it seems they all knew each other when we went to the part of the building that shouldn't exist. And so my hope was that maybe those people who were, part of these other areas of the building might come looking and or come to recruit these people into whatever the hell they're doing at nighttime or around. That was my idea.
More on the macro level. Like, are you trying to see how far this building goes? Are you trying to see if you can rescue that girl? Are you just confused?
I mean, I feel like my character was confused with what's going on and just wants answers, but we were sent here by Delta Green to figure out what happened to the girl.
Right.
And we keep being told that she moved in with the encyclopedia salesman.
Who I'm pretty...
On, what was it, the 5th floor? The 6th floor?
Who I'm pretty convinced is a demon.
Right.
Yeah.
So I'm trying to smoke out the demon, my friend. I don't really have a really elaborate plan here. It's pretty...
By the way, get to make a alert. Is it alertness or surf? Let me double check because skills.
All our skills.
All right. Yeah, John, you get to make an alertness roll.
Just John?
Yeah.
Alertness. I failed.
How?
Wow. By 4 points.
That's sad.
Because this game is rigged against me and I don't pass any rolls ever.
Yeah, you see that it looks like someone walked by the door of Thomas Manuel's apartment and maybe turned into Alice Walker's. You're not able to get a good look at them.
Oh, were we able to set the tape up?
You were.
Okay. So are we hearing any sounds or recordings from it?
You realize the volume is set down a little bit, but you turn it up, and you do hear some footsteps. They sound like they're in, nice business type shoes. No, not loafers. What are they called? Are they loafers? Wingtips. There we go. They sound like they're in wingtips or something like that.
So they're dress shoes.
Yes.
Okay. I got you.
I was going through my various categories in the schema.
It's just funny. It's just like, because I'm just trying, I want to boil it down to something. You're like, it's fine Italian wingtips. And I'm like, it's dress shoes. Okay, got it. They're nice dress shoes. All right. I was going to say, ooh, fancy, man.
And then you hear a rustle of papers being put down. And then we're walking.
And then more walking?
Yeah.
Okay. Does Sean hear these things too?
I mean, I'm in the room with you, I think.
Yeah, you are.
Okay, but
Is there...
there's a reason I ask these questions, Sean, because there are things you hear that I don't hear. Remember?
Right, but that's usually when you're not, next to me. Oh, actually, that's not true.
That's not true at all.
Is there, is there a peep? peephole or whatever on the door of this apartment?
Sure.
I'm gonna look through it. Right? Because the doors. Did we keep the door closed?
I don't know.
I honestly just assumed it was open.
Oh. Maybe in the next adventure we can remember to close the door.
Well, I mean, it could be closed too. There we go. Like you heard something. There you go.
I heard the sound of a majestic beast. No. All right. What? So we.
So yeah, when I just kind of peer through the little. Is that what it's called? A peephole?
It is
Yeah,
people.
Okay. I'll look through that.
You look through the peephole, and there is some yellow papers set up next to where you put the recorder.
He left a note. What? I'm so confused.
Wait, where is this again?
Wherever you set up the recorder, they put the papers down.
So for folks,
well, not the recorder, the wire.
So for folks that are listening to this at home, I'm gonna call this session of the adventure as we're all kind of, it's called shorthand role playing. We're just all assuming that we did stuff, even though none of us actually. Even though none of us actually, meaning us as players, did not give Zach any cues of what we actually did. So Zach is just shorthanding it. It's like, I assume that you did this. All right.
Well, you guys said you set up the recorder so you can hear in Alice's apartment. Mm-hmm. Wherever you set up the thing that receives sound.
The microphone?
Yes.
Okay.
Thing that records
there is a stack of there is some yellow papers next to it now.
I like that this is... Go ahead.
Is there a person?
There, you do not. I would have said if you seen a person.
I don't know.
You know what? You know what? I'm not. Don't yell at Sean. I'm gonna tell you why you shouldn't yell at Sean, because it is exactly why I asked the clarifying question. Does Sean hear the things I hear? Because this game is like that, where Sean can be seeing his own little, head movie, and I don't know what's going on because Sean's just batshit crazy. So we're playing the hand we're dealt here, people.
So do we still hear the footsteps coming through the recorder?
Yes, you do. And they are getting fainter, though.
Oh, shit. We gotta go get them.
Yeah. If you want, go ahead, get them.
I don't know if I want to do that exactly yet. I am thinking about it would be good to interrogate him and possibly tie him up. That is a thought. Since I've been very...
I don't know what it is.
It's fine. It's gonna be alright. Alright, so this is what I do. You said the footsteps are getting fainter? Alright, I'm gonna kick a table over in the apartment. To make noise.
Okay. Kick the table.
Do the footsteps...
The footsteps don't stop.
Shit.
They just keep walking.
Oh, damn it. Well, that was one of my good plans.
Kicking the table?
Well, if you couldn't understand, I was trying to make noise to make our assailant walk back to the apartment so we could properly interrogate him.
So, Sean, while you're listening to this kind of crazy idea, you're super smart. The amount of time that this person's been walking in one single direction, as indicated by the tape recorder, does not coincide with the amount of space in Alice's apartment.
But he was walking away from the apartment, I thought.
No, he was still in the apartment and kept walking.
No, I misunderstood that. Okay.
Alright. Well, it's crazy as it sounds. I think he's still in there. He left something by paper. I think the crazy part of me is getting the better of me. So I'm going to try to quietly open the door and see if I can like sneak over to grab those papers.
I'm gonna cautiously follow and try to position myself kind of like I did originally, where it's like I could see Sean, but I'm kind of like trying to conceal myself at the same time as well.
Sure. So, Agent Taylor, you quietly open the door and you make your way, you tiptoe your way into Alice's apartment.
Do I need to like roll stealth or anything?
No, you don't need to.
Okay. I don't know if that's a good thing or not.
Behind you, Agent Robert is staring at you from the doorway of Mel's apartment.
Hells yeah, cautious is the way.
Probably holding on to one of his guns.
Yes. That is correct. I will completely agree with that statement.
And Taylor, you reach out and grab the papers.
Okay.
And the first one says, look towards the bedroom.
Oh, you're fucked.
Those are the only words on this paper.
All right. Well, Sean, it was fun. It was fun playing.
Because I apparently have the attention span of a squirrel, I'm just gonna look in the direction of, I'm guessing, Alice's bedroom.
There is a closed door there.
Well, yep, you're dead.
There is a doorway, but the door is closed.
This is the part. Go ahead.
I'm gonna wave to Robert to like, come on, like, this way.
Oh, great. Cool. I'm gonna just fully take my gun out in a cautious manner because I don't really trust Sean. I'm gonna put it out there. This makes me, because I start thinking back to when he played the tape and there was nothing on the tape, and how this might be one of those other moments. So I'm gonna get my gun out.
Mm-hmm.
And I will proceed to go. I will go to where Sean is. Also in a cautious stance. Yep.
I'm just gonna show him at least that first paper, top paper.
He's gonna say it's blank. Watch.
No, it's there.
Okay, cool, good. We're in the same reality. Like it. I can work with this.
That's good.
Okay. So I'm like, you realize this is a trap.
Do you got any other better ideas?
I have one. Go open the door.
Fine, just get ready with that gun.
It is a stairway upwards.
Oh, okay. So are we fast forwarding to him opening the door? I'm assuming we are.
Yeah, the door. Yeah, you said you open the door.
Yeah. Okay. No, that's cool. I wasn't commenting on you. I didn't. I'm surprised that it just opened and showed stairs. I figured his face would melt off. All right. So we
door open and it's a stairway upwards with some very familiar smells coming.
What you said? Familiar smells?
Yeah.
Like
smells like the smoking lounge.
Okay, great.
Oh, it can move. The entrance to the smoking lounge can be in different places. Oh, that's good.
Okay.
And I'm like, seems like we're going to possibly meet some old friends. And I go, I got your back.
I will start cautiously going up the stairs.
I will always protect Sean, my meat shield.
And potentially shoot him in the back of the head when he goes crazy.
These are all things that.
I'm sorry. Is that the quiet thing we don't say out loud?
That there's all good things that thieves do. See, this is why I'm a good jewel thief. Think about all the angles. Like, what do I need to do to survive? and,
Okay.
and I may have to kill Sean. That's unfortunately part of this.
It happens. Things happen. Got it.
All right.
So, is this gonna be like an endless staircase situation?
No, it takes you to the smoking lounge.
Hooray! We're back where everybody knows Sean's name.
There's no one in here at the moment.
Well, that's right, because we tied everybody up. See,
But yes, there are the humidors, the bar that's fully stocked, the books that line every shelf that are just filled with obscene pornography.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that. We found
how
porn.
Teachers, people you know.
Yeah, I lost sanity because of that. Cool. This adventure is all.
There are 3 doorways.
Oh, it's like it. There are 3 of them. What's it? Scary? Not scary.
So, you said there was a stack of papers.
Yep.
And just the top one said look towards the...
Yeah. Didn't think to read the other papers, did you, Sean?
Correct.
Yep.
Nope. I want to look at them now.
All right. There's a total of 5 pages.
Okay.
All right, so now we're not in this
First one says, look towards the bedroom. The second one says, choose a door.
Oh, shit.
For some reason,
yeah, I can't see him.
Every time you try flipping through the last 3, it's almost like there's, when you get when 2 pages in a book are almost stuck together, and it's really hard to turn them, just keep screwing up. Yeah, it's like that. You can rationalize this. Maybe it's just old ink.
May I make a suggestion that we take the pages with us, my good man?
I thought I did. Like we're in the smoking lounge now, and I have them with me, right?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Okay, cool.
Sorry, yes, I took the paper with me.
Okay, we're doing a lot of shorthand, so I don't know what's happening and what isn't happening. I don't know if I'm in the apartment. I'm just following you around with a gun. That's basically what I've been doing the whole time this has all been happening.
Again, your gun is just pressed up to like an inch away from the back of his head. Just be like, just give me a reason.
That's pretty much it, because I don't know what the fuck is going on. And again, I'm just waiting for this guy to tell me that, like, the paper talked to him, and I'm going to be like, oh, yeah, paper talked to you, all right, yep, okay.
Anyway, we're going to point at the second page. Says it looks like we got to choose a door. Any preferences?
Well, it's funny. I've almost done 3 different accents that are not British. I was about to sound Irish, which I don't know why, because I was going to say something about the luck of the Irish, and I'm like, I'm doing an offensive Irish voice, because of course that would make sense. Oh Lord, I should have just been a pirate. It would have been easier. All right. So I'm gonna say some sort of, which I don't know one, but if there's like a British like silly like a British silly like roses are red, violets are blue, like whatever the British equivalent of that is.
Beautiful posies, ashes, ashes, we all fall down.
Yeah, like whatever that is, and then I'm just gonna point to the middle door.
Okay. Yeah, you can open up the door.
Oh, he hit a sheet, Sean. We're dead. He hit little buttons on his computer door. We're done.
So I'm gonna try to game the system. Since we just chose the door, we didn't open it yet. Can I flip the papers?
Oh, that was good, Sean.
That was good. But it's almost like, I don't know, the person writing this game knows your intentions there.
Well, I guess I'm gonna go open the door he chose.
Yeah, yep.
Okay.
Yeah, we're gonna keep that. That's gonna be our rhythm. Sean's gonna execute orders, and I'm gonna hold the gun.
All right. So yes, you are able to. You go inside. You go into this hallway. Um, that
Oh, good.
is absolutely trash.
So it's like broken, like thrashed, that kind of. When you say trashed.
Oh yeah, like there is this disgusting yellow wallpaper with silver fleur de lis that sections that are tearing off. Some of them are spoiled. It looks like people have thrown stuff against the walls at some point. On the floor, there are like half-rotten canapes, uh, bits of cake.
Did you say bits of cake?
Yes, cake.
Okay, cool.
Serving trays that have been discarded. Uh, and it also is that dog shit? Yes, that is dog shit.
Oh, good. That's what I like to see when I come somewhere. Some good dog shit.
Dog. Wasn't that one of the characters? Dog.
That was one of the characters. Dog.
Oh boy.
Oh, in your play.
That I kept. Yeah. So, yeah. I think a werewolf's about to pop out.
Hooray for werewolves!
Well, we're in this trashed room. What does the third piece of paper say, or can I look at the third piece of paper?
You can now.
Uh-oh. And what does
walk until you until you can go up the stairs.
Walk until I can go up the stairs?
Yep.
Is there a stairway here?
No, but you do see that the hallway branches off in distance.
Oh.
Alright. Well, it just says to walk until we can reach walk up the stairs.
Oh boy. This sounds very ominous. And my good chap, may I say again, you realize this is a trap.
I feel like we don't have any other option.
All right, lead on.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm leading on.
So it is the same general disrepair. Like there's one or two flickering lights that still work that barely illuminate the area. However, you do get to the end of the hallway, and there's right and there's left.
Mm.
There's nothing about this in the paper.
Nope.
Can we see anything looking down either hallway?
Yeah. Can we like?
Actually, as you look down the left hallway, you notice that there's a door that opens about 20 meters or so down the hall.
Like it's in the act of opening right now.
Yeah.
Again.
As
the other side of it.
As you look, it's on the side of the. It's not like at the end of the door.
Oh, this is great.
Like end. So it's on one. It's on the left side of the hallway. So like, it opens and a set of arms in long johns place a wooden box on the hallway floor. The door will shut. The arms are of a black man who has huge burn scars on the wrists and hands.
Oh, lovely.
And while the door is open, you hear an eruption of distant applause.
We both hear this?
Yeah.
Just have to keep checking. Just.
And when the man shuts the door, the applause disappears also. completely.
Okay.
Okay. All right, guys. Really good. I'm just gonna look at Sean's character once again and say trap. It's a trap.
So that was down the left hallway.
Mm-hmm.
What's down the right hallway?
Yep. I'm just gonna keep following his
Oh.
lead and looking at it.
My mistake. Before we do that, both of you get to roll sanity check because that's fucking weird.
I mean, everything about this is weird. I don't know.
I feel like I was gonna say, I feel like we should be rolling like a sanity. I hate to say that, but I feel like I should be rolling a sanity check like every 5 fucking minutes because it's like.
Like, I'm not trying to make you roll it every 5 minutes, but if something happens.
Well, but see, this is my thing, and this is me having a question. Okay, you failed. My. Not that I thought I would. Not that I didn't think you were, because don't worry, I'm coming right up behind you. I'm failing in about 2 minutes. But like,
It is a little bit at my discretion, but the book that I'm using as a reference does say, like, at times make sanity rolls here.
no,
But
that's
it is also just sanity rolls should just be thrown out willy nilly. They're there to also help, like, with the atmosphere.
gotcha. I guess what I'm
But
asking.
yeah, both of you won.
Okay, what I'm asking is I it's almost like if you're going insane, doesn't it become like, don't you start rationalizing it as normal because you're that, like, you've seen now this craziness and you're believing it? Like, I guess when does that happen?
Later, when you get lower,
Got it. Okay.
it becomes harder and harder to rattle you.
Okay. Because that, like, I guess that's to me what I kind of am, like, curious about in this system.
You've only hit your first breaking point.
Got it. Okay. Well,
You're still right.
Okay, it's fine. Because I'm like sitting there going like when does your character just go like, all right, cool. I've already seen like 5 bookcases fly across the room. Like the 6th one doesn't bother me anymore. Like I'm waiting for. Or I've lived in the TARDIS for 17 months. Like. Like, okay, space time doesn't work the same way. Got it. I've established this is the new norm. That kind of stuff.
Yeah, no, I got you.
It's cool. All right, carry on. I've lost my sanity. More of it.
Yes, you. All right. So yeah, what do you do?
I want to look down the other hallway.
Yep, I'm just following his lead, pointing my gun, slightly at the back of his head and in the direction that he's looking. In case he pops like a pinata.
All right. It is a wooden like crate.
Wait, that's what. So our options are wooden coffin or wooden crate.
No. It's a wooden crate.
Wait, okay. So I looked down one hallway, the door opened, and a guy with burn scars put down a wooden box. I looked down the other hallway, and there's already just a wooden box there.
No, my mistake. Sorry, I thought you were going down the left.
No, I said I want to look down the other way.
At the moment, there's nothing there.
And you've been gamed again, Sean. You tried to.
Can you see? I guess.
Come on, Sean.
From either hallway, like the end of the hallway.
I'm making
like,
Sean.
right
Yes.
kind of...
It splits off again. Both hallways.
I'm so making Sean do all the heavy lifting, so I just want to see where this goes. How could Sean game the system so we might have a semblance of some sort of sanity? I love it.
Alright, since I know that there was a door, a wooden box came out of down the other hallway. Are there any like doors along the hallway?
Yes, there's one on the right-hand side of the right-hand hallway.
No.
Alright. Feel feel like since we already saw something come out of the left doorway, it's less likely for something to pop out as we're walking past it.
You would think that. Yes.
I don't know. Well, I just said just keep walking until we can go up the staircase. So I'm not gonna be checking any other rooms.
Okay. I think you're sure. Let's try your plan.
I mean,
I'm game.
okay. Do you have any input?
I have none, because this is not something I've studied, and we are out of the territory of this actually having some sort of architectural sense. So, as I said before, when I do my consulting work, I usually have time to plan, study the space, understand, timing, people.
All right.
And I don't really have that much here, so I think your plucky, good nature, and interesting mind are going to be my guiding compass for tonight.
So with that, I guess I'll walk down the hallway where the wooden box was placed.
Okay.
I guess I'd give it a glance to see if there's anything of note.
Yes, there is. There is writing printed on the box.
What does writing say?
I didn't
Please
copy.
What's happening?
Zach's typing something in the chat. I guess that's what the box is going to say.
Oh.
Craig Corporation Ltd. Kemper.
Oh, hold on, I gotta get that up.
Street, Chicago, Illinois. Anything? Does that mean anything to either of us? I don't think it means anything to my character.
I don't think.
Nope.
I was gonna say I don't think it means anything to my character either.
Or Chicago.
Well, we're in New York City, right?
Yep.
Okay. Well, that means nothing. I'm just gonna keep walking.
Like I said before, spatial relations and planning seem to not be part of tonight's adventure.
So you're gonna leave the box alone?
Oh, that's a
So what
DM.
is it, a wooden box? But, like,
I don't like that
shipping
question.
tray-
I don't like that question at all.
It's like a 3x3 box.
Nope, don't like that question at all. I go.
Right, but is this like something like a wooden chest or something you would need like a crowbar to pry open? What kind of box are we talking here?
It looks like it wouldn't take too much effort to open this up.
Actually, you know what? I'm a criminal. Would I want to open the box? All right, hold on. Let me just think about that for a second. Would I be that?
What's in the box?
I mean, yeah, I'm thinking that maybe that would play to my compulsion a little bit. Sure. Let's do some rolling. I haven't done anything, and I haven't really put myself in danger. I mean, I keep just throwing Sean's character in the way of danger, so I'm gonna do something stupid. Or might as well do something dumb. You guys want to see me do something dumb, right?
Yeah.
All right. So.
All right. You don't have to roll anything to open the box.
Oh, I thought I had to jimmy it open. I needed to roll like a skill to do that. Okay.
Nope.
Oh, that's even more
You are
terrifying.
very aware about how to open boxes. Very good at that.
Because I'm a criminal. I steal shit. That's why.
And there are 3 distinct things in this box.
Oh.
The first, resting on top of, well, the first thing that you can see is there is some silverish looking cloth. That at first you think, wait, is this made of like cloth of silver or something like that? No, it's plastic. It's a plastic silvery cloth.
A plastic silvery
On top
cloth.
of that, there is a somewhat stained, definitely very old looking tome.
Okay.
Oh, the Necronomicon. Don't worry about it.
Well, I have a cult, so I'm going to be thinking about that in a minute, but go ahead.
What's your occult at, by the way?
I think it's a 70. Hold on. I'm trying to remember now. I remember it's high because I did that on purpose because I'm like, game about weird shit.
It's stupid high. If I remember correctly, right?
I think it is. Hold on. I'll double check because I thought certain things. Oh, so it's the number thing, right? 94.
What? Yeah, you've heard about this.
Shit.
This is a book called the Hydromantania.
Oh,
Montania?
Oh, good. It's about Hydro Man. Oh wait, he's typing things. I have to go back to chat.
There you go. I'll
Hold
put
on.
it in the chat.
All right. Stop yelling at me.
Okay. Well,
Are you literally just put that name in the chat? Do I get any other helpful words of wisdom other than what it's called?
Yeah,
Oh, sorry.
I was putting the name in the chat in case you wanted to write it down. That we had the spelling.
Oh, okay. No.
Anyway.
I'm good. No, people can see it. It's fine. Sorry.
So, this is a
Jesus.
grimoire written in the 1400s.
Oh.
That apparently
Good year.
is similar to the Seals of Solomon, where it lists various demons and how to summon them.
Oh.
However,
good.
this doesn't. It's different than the Seals of Solomon in that the specifics of some of the demons are different. Some of them have no corresponding with the seals themselves. And this is basically like an occultist wet dream.
Great. I think I'm gonna tell my partner the good news.
So that's two of the things you find there.
Oh, okay.
So another thing you find is that there is a small cardboard box with bubble wrap inside.
No.
And inside bubble wrap.
Oh no, it's my wife's head. No. Don't do it.
It's my wife.
It's my wife.
Are
Oh no. That's so bad.
12 glass vials.
Oh.
And in each vial is a golden copper plant seed pod.
Do I, with my super duper keen occult skills, have any idea what these might be used for and or are?
Not with occult. However, you do get a name that was scrawled on one of the, like someone tried to label one of them at some point.
Oh, good.
That's blood a little bit, but you get a name of.
Oh, good.
Get a name of.
And what is this name?
Melonia.
That's a demon. That I actually know who. It's very odd that I actually know in real life what that is. Yeah, it's a demon. We're fucked. All right, great. Moving on. Damn it. I'm pretty sure they're growing demons. Is essentially what that is. But this is great. I think so. I think that's what that is. Can I go any further with my occult or make a roll to try to delve deeper into? I would have to actually do research to go further, I'm guessing.
Yeah.
Okay. I can't just do it from my mind.
This you don't get off the top of your head. Like the book, like you've heard about the book.
Yeah, okay. I got you. That's fair.
Like it may be the basis for other occult texts. That's how old and influential.
Right.
This is just some random ass plant you never heard of before.
I think I know in real life that that's bad. But the idea is that I don't know it as a character, so I'm not gonna start going nuts. I'll be like, And I basically share with Sean's character the basis of what I found. The fact that, like, the book is very much an occult text. It's used potentially to summon demons. And I might tip my hat that this is related to things I might have seen in our friend's apartment.
Good. So, how effective is that thing against the demon? Say, kind of indicating your gun.
Well, I'm going to ask this question out of game for if my character would say this in game, which is, do demons work in this game where if you know the demon's name and invoke the demon and summon the demon, he becomes vulnerable on this mortal plane and I can shoot him?
Probably.
Cool. I tell Sean that. Since I have like a 94
Right.
cult.
Well, I guess we just keep playing along till we find him.
Well, that was the point of tying up all those chaps before.
There was a point to that.
That's where we're gonna end the session.
Perfect. That was good. You know what, Zach? I have to give you kudos. That was a really good spot. I was waiting to see where you were going to end. That was good. That was really good. That was good.
I was waiting on Sean to do something
That was good.
worthy.
All right, so
Worthy.
Okay.
Ooh.
I mean, he was a human meat shield for a long period of time. I have no qualms about using another man as a meat shield. That's how I survive. If you would like, actually, you can't see because it's not. I don't think that's up because Twitch deleted it. But if you wanted to see us playing the slasher game, I would 100% sacrifice Sean
Oh yeah.
and survive the game. I won, which is how I view it from this day on. I won the game because I was alive.
I died a lot.
Yeah. You killed like all of our characters because you like critically failed, as Sean does.
Yep.
So yeah, so that is our session this week. If you guys are liking these sessions, I was actually thinking that we might change it up and maybe I might do a one-shot DMing just to kind of switch it up and do some D&D stuff next week. Because I know Zach's been carrying a couple. I thought you say they're... What? I thought you say they're names that binds them so they can kill you. Wait,
The demons.
I think it's about the demons, but... No. Okay, so I'm going to do this real quick. So, in most belief systems, a demon does not tell someone its true name. I don't know why I'm going to talk about demonology, which is really creepy to do late at night when it's like 11 o'clock. But, so a demon usually hides their name from the person, and then by knowing the demon's name, it gives you power over them, which was an old superstition myth that if a person had your name, they had power over you. So it became this belief system for demons that they would hide their name, their true name. And that also was why people used to think that demons were people. Because they were hiding in these people. So like, James Tynan is really Beelzebub. But he's hiding, so we don't know it's Beelzebub. But the minute I call out the demon, it would bring the demon forth. Or out of the person. So that's part of where that comes from. So, yes, knowing a demon's name brings the demon out into the mortal plane. And he's not hiding in a host or a body or a dimension, which that all has taken different forms over the years. And then when he's here, you're absolutely right. He's on our mortal plane. So it can fucking kill you because it's a demon. That's absolutely true, because now the demon's in its true form and it has more power, which is kind of an unfortunate byproduct of calling out the demon. But now in modern day times, aka things like Buffy the Vampire Slayer, when the demon is called forth, you can shoot it with a bazooka now and potentially kill it. So yeah. No one disagreed with me, so that means I'm right. Because Zach would have disagreed immediately if I was wrong.
I am not up on my demonology.
So there we go. I said something right. I know it. Gadabout 24 went okay, and then went haha okay. Yes, and if you want to know what episode I'm actually quoting from Buffy, it is the Judge, which is the character that I was talking about, and it's very funny because I like that he goes, "No weapon forged by man can kill me." She was like, "Well, that was then. This is now," and then pulls out a bazooka. Which is very funny, and I love that show because they played around with. I love that she was prophesized to die, and they play with the idea that, okay, so the prophecy said she died. It didn't, but the prophecy didn't say she would come back to life and kill him. So like how prophecies are only written for part of what happens, not the entire thing. So I liked how they played with it.
It's just very specific to that one thing.
Yeah, like that. So they used to do a lot of things. Also, said bazooka was gotten by Xander because Xander was accidentally an army soldier for Halloween, and his costume became his actual reality, and he maintained knowledge of like base codes and ways to break into a military installation to steal said rocket launcher, which I think is also pretty funny.
They did Xander so dirty when him and the demon.
You talking about Anya?
He's gonna marry. Yeah, Anya. When him and Anya didn't get married.
Oh yeah.
Like, well, that was.
Yeah. Well, because that was a demon.
Come on.
That was a demon doing revenge on Anya. Because Anya was avenged.
But they did it But they did him dirty.
Oh well, yeah. Well, Xander lost that eye, for Christ's sake. He got really. He also got syphilis. But he did.
Yeah, Xander. Like, you can tell he was kind of like Josh Whedon's like.
Oh, I always thought he was just Josh Whedon.
I was gonna say, like, you can kind of tell, like, he's Josh Whedon's, like, I want to be represented as a character, but I can't be taken too seriously.
Oh yeah,
I'm just gonna make this stupid flipper.
And that's why Buffy was a great show, because that was their Thanksgiving episode where Xander got syphilis and all the other diseases that the colonials gave to the Indians because the Indian spirit cursed them.
Mm-hmm. Is that a bear?
Yeah, because he was shape-shifting. Is that a bear? Right, because Spike comes for Thanksgiving. Oh, I totally forgot about that. I totally forgot about that part. That show was so good. That show had so many good things. Also, I like that they use kittens for currency. I now realize, though, in retrospect, that probably just made Zach really sad. I'm sorry. Yeah. They're gonna eat your kittens. That's what the bad characters do. They eat them. Yeah, it was a lot of good themes in that show. A lot of good themes.
And then it turns out he's an asshole.
Well, in real life, he was, really bad. But
wait, who are you talking about?
Talking about Xander?
I was talking about Josh Whedon.
Oh, well, yeah. I mean, well, yeah, I guess so. I don't know. I mean, if we go ahead.
No, it's very well documented that he was very mystic. Had writers where some of the women weren't allowed to be alone with him, essentially.
Yeah, unfortunately, Joss Whedon got involved in that kind of stuff, so now he's on the list of people I'm not supposed to talk about anymore. But you know what? Buffy was a good damn show. Firefly was a good damn show. I'm sorry that all that other stuff happened, but the shows are really good.
Yeah.
It sucks. I hate when that happens, because I'm like, I want to talk about the show still, damn it. This was a good show. People might have been suffering, but it was a good show. I'm sorry. Anyway. Alright, so we talked about demonology. I talked about Buffy and went on a rant. Zach brought us all back to reality with sexual harassment. It's great.
Yeah.
I can't think about a better way to get back to the ending of this video. And to touch on all of these topics. I am still working on the pins for the Patreon. There are going to be some other fun pins which I'm still getting final approval. I'm working with two really hard-nosed people that don't like designs.
Are
No,
you gonna pin on it?
Wabbin?
And put a pin in it?
You want to put a pin in it? Yeah. So I will work on the Patreon pins. I have some time coming up, and I will start getting those together. It's gonna be. I'm hoping to do a series. It's like a mixture of different things. So it's gonna be some of my original characters from my indie comic, but it's also gonna be some other fun stuff, and some random stuff thrown in there. But I'm toying with some ideas. So I'll get those. We're gonna get to more painting videos. I have just been informed that for July 4th weekend, I may be very alone in my house. Because of some things that happened. So maybe, I don't know, we might work out some sort of like live thing. I don't know. Or we maybe could do other things or play games or do stuff. I don't know. We'll figure it out. Because I'd love to do, I have to do at some point, like either a building, like, oh, Gadamon 24 is like, oh, I'm like, no, it's okay. It's not for bad reasons. I'm not like destined to walk the plains of existence alone. It's not like that devastating and dire. It's just I think some folks are gonna take a trip, and I also have to. We always talk about life getting the way. I have to work, so I kind of have to stay home. But it will mean that I will have a little bit more free time, and slightly less commitment. So I might be able to we might be able to put something together. And I think I asked this question before, but I know I'm fully vaccinated, and I think Zach and Sean are as well, which means we could all be in the same room and be okay. At least that's somewhat what the science has proven. That we're all right. So maybe we could actually play a board game together or do something, and you can, see all of us and hear all of us, and we can have some fun because we haven't physically hung out in a long time. Which would be cool. And yeah, so thank you guys for watching as always. Thank you, Zach, for running our campaign, and Sean, thank you for being you. I didn't hear any complaints that you couldn't hear Sean tonight, which is funny because I didn't do the same thing I did last time, which was to raise his volume by a lot. So Sean learned how to project his voice. He's learning. We're sending him to a really bad voice coach. But if you guys support the Patreon and the website or the tip/donation button, we can send him to an even better voice coach.
Mm-hmm.
And then he'll have he'll have the voice of a god. It'll sound.
He already has a voice of an angel. We just need a god.
He'll be so awesome at sounding that we might even get him to sing.
Mm-hmm.
Good luck with that one.
That would be amazing if we did, we were like, because again, we're talking about demons, and I'm now going to go back to Buffy, which was the demon that made everybody sing, which is an awesome character. I love it. And he is a Broadway singer too, the gentleman that played him. Yeah, that was awesome. I love that he's also responsible for like Nero and other people singing, which was cool. But yeah, we're gonna have that. It's gonna happen to Sean. We're gonna get the power of song into him, and he'll bellow those golden pipes that the voice coach will give him. Sean, you're on board with this, right?
I mean, find the demon to give me the singing voice. I'm sure.
See, we'll invoke the demon. This is why you invoke the demon. No, you don't invoke demons. It's really bad. Don't poke demons. It's real bad.
Well, don't poke them. They'll probably give you super syphilis.
If anyone has watched the Conjuring movies, don't poke the demon. It's real bad. Real bad. Also, side note, what the fuck was Annabelle Comes Home? That was the weirdest movie I ever watched. Has anyone here watched that one?
No, I haven't seen that one.
Basically, it was an excuse to make a movie. It has nothing to do with... It's not an actual case, but it's like the Warrens bring Annabelle home, and then, of course, like, teenagers want to have sex. So they leave, like, the scary big room open. the like, room with all the cursed artifacts. They're like, we left this door open. Oh, crap. I was like, what? And, you know, of course, the war. It's like actually, it's kind of funny. It's set up exactly like an 80s horror movie because, of course, the Warrens go like on vacation. And now, like, the kids have to fight spirits.
Need occasionally to do.
I will. I mean, if you fought demons like they did, you probably want to go on vacation.
Yeah.
What is it? Oh, did you hear about the lawsuit around the Conjuring movies?
Is it from the Warrens?
Yeah, it involves the Warrens.
Oh, well, she's alive. The husband's not, right? If I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, but the whole thing is that back in like the 80s, like the actual 80s, they gave the rights to their stories to somebody who wrote like the first book, like their books about essentially their cases.
Okay.
And the person doing that is now suing the Warrens and also, I believe it's Warner Brothers that helps produce them.
Yeah.
Yeah, and suing them also, be like, they didn't have the rights to sell you the rights to their stories because I have them.
Oh.
And now Warner Brothers is saying essentially the stories are fake, so you don't have the rights to them because they're fiction.
Oh.
They're not historic.
Oh,
so a
snap.
judge, this case has not been thrown out. They're going to their defense is essentially ghosts aren't real, so they can't tell you the right to their stories because they're not historic.
Which means that the Warrens, which is funny. It's I only find it funny, and I'm not going to give away the newest movie, but the newest movie is kind of literally that story of them having.
It's based on a real case that.
No, I know it is.
Is very like the handling of it is disturbing. Like the fact there's just a lot that went wrong there, and also it's taking place during the Satanic Panic, which the filmmakers do not address at all.
No, they don't at all. But the idea is that it's funny that that's what has to happen in this case because it literally is. The court case is essentially revolving around the premise of they basically have to prove that ghosts are real.
Yeah, so the judges basically said this case is going to trial. So it's up to
That's crazy.
It's up to Warner Brothers to argue that ghosts aren't real. So it's not historical facts that they sold their rights to. So fuck off.
Oh my god, that's hilarious. It's hilarious that Warner Brothers has to argue that ghosts are real. Like, imagine if you're the lawyer that got that case, you're like, wait, I have to argue what?
Mm-hmm.
That ghosts are real. Oh, that ghosts are not real. Or the people for the Warrens.
I have to prove ghosts aren't real in order to make sure the franchise about ghost fighting keeps going on.
That's crazy. I love life.
Well, the X-Men are human.
Say that again?
Nah, they do this kind of stuff in media all the time. Like the whole argument that X-Men aren't human because there's a tax on human action figures. So they're like, and whoever owned the X-Men at the time didn't want to pay that. I think it was Fox at the time. They're like, nope. So let's just argue they're not human.
They're X-Men, can't you tell?
This is some of the funniest shit on the planet, by the way. I love this. I love that this is the world we live in, where a couple who were ghost fighters and psychic, which, by the way, could tell you what joke's coming to mind with that lady. You couldn't see that coming? But anyway. Oh my god, I love the world we live in. Warner Brothers is like, we need it. We need this Conjuring money. Quick. Make this problem go away. We don't know if Suicide Squad's going to do that well. Quick, get the Conjuring money.
Mm-hmm.
Quick.
Though again, I do know a guy who worked on the Suicide Squad. He's swearing up and down it's nothing like the last.
Oh, well, of course not, because it was done by James Gunn. James Gunn basically...
No, he's like, this one's actually good. Like, he worked on the first one also. He's like, that one was bad.
Right, but you realize what James Gunn did, which, by the way, James Gunn, most brilliant businessman on the planet. He basically went over and went, see that movie I made for Marvel? You want me to make that movie for you? Here's the script. I changed all the characters. It's great. I love James Gunn to death. that he basically went to two companies. It's like, I'm gonna make the same movie. You guys are okay with that? All right, good.
Yeah, I'm just gonna trauma this.
I make the same exact movie. I'm just gonna use your characters. Cool. Like, it's so just hilarious how much of a copy it is, because it's like, cool. Do you have a character that only says like one word and is voiced by a really like crazy action star? Oh, Sylvester Stallone is a shark. Got it. We got that covered. Don't worry about it.
Do you have a professional wrestler involved in some way? Oh yeah, John Cena.
Yeah, it's literally the same movie. He just went. It's great. I love it. I love that he has no shame or qualm, and you know that the head of trauma is going to be in the film somewhere, and I think that that's awesome as well. Which I met that guy at Comic-Con. He's nuts.
Yeah, he's great.
He's crazy.
Also, the reason most of his films were made in any way was because his wife was the head of like the bureau, like the people who authorized filmmaking in New York State.
Yes.
So that's the only reason most of his films are made, because he occasionally got grants and then he also got permission to shoot places.
Correct. He used his wife basically set him up to do the films. Yeah, he abused the system a lot, because I mean, you're the guy who's making, as I say, you're the guy making trauma films. You have to be abusing the system.
He also has a couple of great books about independent filmmaking.
Yes.
So yeah, I'm just gonna shill for Lloyd Kaufman for a moment. Buy his book.
Buy my book.
Buy his seminar.
Buy my book.
Subscribe to the Patreon for John here.
Yes. No, he is actually a really nice guy. Like, all kidding aside, he was not a mean guy when I met him. He is actually really nice. Oh, yeah. And he wears a crazy yellow suit. He's nuts.
Mm-hmm.
And he's fun. And he signed my poster.
And usually Toxie's there.
Yeah, he was a good guy. I did say something.
It's gonna be weird having Peter Dinklage be Toxie though.
Yeah. I also.
Are we?
Go ahead.
Are we gonna have like a small Toxie?
Yeah, well, I guess so.
Or are they gonna like sub it out so like it's his head on top of getting on top of someone's shoulders?
No.
I feel like that would be incredibly offensive.
It would be, but I mean, it is also a trauma movie.
I was just about to say, Trauma doesn't really worry about the offensive card. So, in all fairness, it could go that route, but...
Very easily.
Yes. I also said something about how Trauma Films helped me with my formidable teenage years, and he thought that was really funny.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
I was like...
Is it...
Yeah, you know which one it is. You know. Well, I mean, it's not which one. It could be a lot of them, but
yeah, that's actually that's a few of them that it could be.
But yeah, so I thought.
Which one are you thinking?
Well, it's any of the Nukem High.
Mm-hmm.
Anything with Nukem High. Like most of those stories, because that was all like teenage, premarital shenanigans.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, I was more Toxic Avenger and Poltergeist. But you can kind of see where I've gone off the rails.
I can see that, yes. All right. Well, I think we talked a lot in our outro of just some random things that we thought were cool. But yes, again, please check out the links. Please check out the website, the Patreon, and such. We will have more updates and things coming to you. I will be trying to put up more content so that we can get... I actually potentially might do a little bit of painting. I want to do some Warhammer 40k stuff. Well, Warhammer Age of Sigmar. I definitely have some more Age of Sigmar models coming. Lord Croak. I was about to call him Kronos. That's not his name. Krago or whatever.
Big angry centaur man.
Centaur man that's got a bad day and stepped on a thumbtack. Yeah,
to be fair, it is a bad name anyway.
Well, that's fine. Really angry guy that's coming for you. And then I will also be having the Dominus Is it Dominus? No, it's not. I don't remember what the. Yeah, it is Dominus. Whatever the Age of Sigmar box is, which is the 3rd edition of Age of Sigmar. I'll do a slight review on that, and for one time in my lifetime, I want both armies that are in the box, which is not usually true. But I want both of them. I want Stormcast Turtles, and I want the Smart Orcs, as they've been so deemed.
Checked out the 3rd edition rules that they're previewing yet?
What happened?
3rd edition AOS?
I know some people have reviewed it already. Mini Wargaming did it. I just didn't watch it yet.
Yeah, I can't be arsed. I don't know. I asked because I know you liked the game.
Oh yeah, I'm trying to stay blind to this one because I want to like look at it.
Okay.
I wanted to kind of have a first reaction to it. So I actually stayed away from those battle reports.
Fair enough.
Yeah, the only thing that I looked at or watched was the vampires to see how they play. I've watched those, but yeah, we'll do a bigger one. But I'll have that box when that comes out. I procured what I need. I got tons of Marvel Crisis Protocol. Deadpool's coming out, so we'll have that as a review. And he's pretty cool because he comes with Chimichanga Truck and Agent Bob from Hydra, which I think is amazing. So there's a lot of cool stuff. I'm going to be building models and doing stuff for a long time. All right. We've talked a lot. We've gone a little longer than I wanted. But I hope you guys enjoyed. And we'll be back next week. We may do a continuation of this. I think we're, like I said, going to jump into some D&D just so I could take the reins for a minute and do a little maybe silly adventure. I do have the Ravenloft setting book. Not that we've played a Ravenloft before. Maybe we'll try a different realm of fancy and see what we can do.
Maybe I won't get possessed this time.
Yes, it's
No,
always
you're still
it's always a good time when Sean doesn't go down a spiral hole of mortal danger. But it is Sean. He kind of likes the mortal danger.
Yeah, actually, I have been reading this great fantasy book. It's like a palate cleanser called Kings of the Wild.
I thought you were going to say
Wild with a Y. It kind of makes fun of how music culture and stuff like that, and just general nerddom. But it's very good, and it actually has a fairly decent backstory to it.
Okay.
And I'm like, oh, this could actually be a fun fuck off game, because the entire thing plays out the entire plot is that there was a band of mercenaries or adventurers who 10, 20 years ago kind of retired. And they all went their separate ways and stuff like that. And one day, one of them shows up to the main character's house and says, we gotta get the band back together.
Okay.
Because my daughter's in danger and we need to go rescue her.
Okay.
And it's a lot of clever subversions of stuff, a lot of just having a really fun and good time, while also the characters are really deep, even if the book isn't. But there's some really nice, the world feels lived in, even if you realize there hasn't been so much work put into it. And I really appreciate that as a reader, and realizing that. I'm like, oh, also just as a GM, be like, you don't need to plan everything out about world building.
Oh, okay.
Some shit should be there.
So this is a book or an RPG?
It's a book, but I'm like, oh, it can easily be an RPG setting.
Oh, gotcha. Okay. Because the way you were talking about it, not that you were doing a bad job describing it, it's just that I didn't know if it was a novel or if it was if it was an actual role play.
It is a novel.
Okay, that's cool.
You can find out in the stores, and if you see the cover, it's literally just a bunch of old dudes with weapons who look very tired.
Nice.
Because they're old, carrying weapons.
Okay.
Yeah.
It sounds cool. I would
Yeah,
definitely.
it's like 500 pages. The past 2 days, I'm like at page 400.
Wow,
It's a very quick read.
very cool. All right.
All right, but with that, I think maybe we should end
you think,
before I ramble someplace
you
else.
think, I thought for a minute when he said I'm reading a book as a palate cleanser, I was gonna be like, "Is this the Wheel of Time? Please don't start talking about the Wheel of Time." Oh God.
No, I'm reading. Next up is the prequel to Wheel of Time. That
Oh.
was supposed to be part of another series, but then Robert Jordan died.
Oh.
So we got one of a trilogy that helps explain the backstory of some of the older characters in Wheel of Time.
Got it.
All
right. Well, we're not going to talk about the Wheel of Time here because we've covered the Wheel of Time. But when the show comes on, I promise, if you guys are Wheel of Time fans, I'll somehow work out a deal with Zach where he could we'll give him the whole half hour to talk about Wheel of Time for you. It's my gift for you. Gift of 2021. All right.
Oh.
Thank you, everybody. It was awesome seeing you. Thanks for being with us. Please consider following the channel if you're watching this not live. If you were thinking about being live, sign up for notifications, sign up to follow so you know when we are live, and you can get more fun. All right, take care, everybody. Again, bye-bye from me. Bye-bye from Zach and Sean. You guys want to say goodbye?
Bye.
Bye.